Hi, and welcome to another video. Let's build it with Bricks Builder. In this video, I'm going to try and use the Nestable Slider to create this type of navigation. Someone in the Bricks community asked if this was possible, and I thought, well, let's give it a go. That's what I try and do on this channel. See if I can build things in Bricks Builder. I have had a quick look at this, and it seemed to go okay. So let's see how we can Cameron could do this. First of all, let's add a section, and then let's add the slider. Nestable slider, which didn't go in a section, so let's drop it in there. This top bit here is just a screenshot of what the person in the Bricks community actually wanted to build. So it's some kind of navigation at the bottom. I'm not sure if this text is in the slider or supposed to be separate. I'm going to build it so it's within the slider, and then we'll go from there. Right, on the section, let's just put a bit of padding on here. Ooh. Section M. Section M. Right. So this is the nestable slider that comes with Bricks. Let's delete the first two because I'm going to use Query Builder for this. Let's just drop a quick query on this. Let's just posts, and let's have a look. I'm going to have an image and then the text. So heading, let's drop in a block. Put the button in there. Right, let's put the head in. Come on, move that. Move that above there. Let's look at the content, center it that way. Let's give it a background of black, typography of naming of white, just to make it look more like the visual. Let's put some basic text in. In fact, let's remove the button. I'm not bothering with classes in this. I'm more bothered about the navigation. Let's see if we can get that to work. Right, on here, let's do some padding of, yeah, that should be fine. And then let's just put this to the bottom. Sorry, let's arrange this to the bottom. And let's put some more padding on the bottom of this one so that we've got more space to play with. So style, block, layout. Let's give it 8 rem. In fact, let's just give it an arbitrary number for now and give it 10 rem so we've got plenty of room there. In fact, let's make that 12. So that's looking a bit more like that there. And then for the slide itself, we have query loop this. So let's go to query, slide, background. Background image will be the featured image. This slide 1 content will be the post title. I don't know if I've got any excerpt text. Let's post excerpt. I don't think I have, so let's just do that. Leave that there. Let's put a bit of space in the row gap of 1. So that's your basic setup for the actual slider. Let's just check that on the front end. Yeah. That's the slider working. So let's concentrate on the navigation now. Right. First of all, let's go to slider itself. Let's go to the pagination. And let me have a look at the color. We want to make that kind of color. Let's see if that works. I mean, I'll probably use varials for this, but I'm just trying to show you how we can do this. Right, that's that. Now let's look at the arrows. The arrows are the thing that are going to be the difficult part here. So let's go to show. Let's change the color. Sorry. So let's say they are going to be white or light, and let's change the size of them, and then the size of the actual icons to say 20. Looks pretty good. Let's see how that works out. In fact, let's make that a little smaller. 15. And if we go down to here, you can see the previous and next arrows. You can actually say where you want them to be on the page. So I know I'm going to use percentage. So if I'm the top, let's do 90%, 90%, and then 50%, 50%, and then using the up and down arrows, we can line those up. So 95% looks like it's going to be right, and then left 57% might work here, and 59%. Let's have a look at that. So that essentially is them in the right order. Let's check on the front end. And they still work. They just don't look like the visual. So let's look at the CSS for this. So let's look on the front end, and let's right click and inspect. So it's spline pagination is what we want. Spline pagination. So let's go back, go to Slider Nestable, go to Styles and go to CSS. And then we will go root. What was it? It was Spline pagination. So let's copy that. Put a curly brackets. And what do we want to do? Well, we want to have a background color. Ooh. World's slowest typist. Background color, and I actually have, let's select that color and paste it into there. And then we need a bit of padding around that. So let's go 0.25 M and 1 M. In fact, let's make that 0.5 M. Maybe even a bit more. Let's do that 1 M. And 1.5 M. Color, and we also need a border radius. And we will do 50 view width, which will give us the pill shape. So that's looking a lot more like that. Let's put a bit more space in the bottom there. So let's go back to content, pagination, and let's have a look. Can we put some space in here? Yep. So that's added a bit more space in at the bottom there. Now obviously we need to go to the pagination, and on here you have active, so we can have the active color of this, which is F5, F5, F5. I mean, it's whatever color you need it to be. Now let's go back to the arrows, because they need shifting around now that we've got the pagination as we want them. So let's use the arrow keys and move those around. So left, so that's 90%. And then, I mean, this will need playing with. So that's that. Let's save that. So that's, we're getting there. We're getting there, definitely. Right, let's look at the arrows themselves. Background, we have, it was that color there. And then we want a border of 50 view width, and make sure that goes all the way around. There's a circle. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Right, we just need a bit more height. So let's say 45. Let's look at 50. And 50. Yep, that looks about right. So again, we need to adjust these arrows. Can we do a 0.5? Yep. In fact, that wants to probably be 60. No, a bit too. No, that's about right. So let's make that 64.5. Again, looking pretty good. pretty good. The only thing I would say about this is that it is slightly off center. So probably look at pagination and 45%. So this is a lot of fiddling around, but we want to make it look like the visual. So that's that. And then go back to the arrows. Yeah, I wish I had a guide, but you can see that's not centered. So let's do a bit more. This is a heck of a lot of fiddling around, but let's say that's fine. Let's check on the front end. Close this down. Refresh the page. And that is almost there. Almost there. What we need to do now is look at this active button. So we have is active. Slide pagination page is active. So if we copy that class and go back to the Nestable Slider, go to the style, go to CSS, root. This is going to target that class. So now what we want to do is give it a width of 2M, let's say. And then let's give that a border radius. .25M. Yeah, that looks okay. I think that's a bit long. So let's make that 1.5. Not bad, not bad. And let's see how that looks. Refresh the page. There we go. That looks pretty good to me. That works. I mean, there might be better ways of doing it with JavaScript or everything, but the person on the Bricks community wanted to know if we could do this with the Bricks Nestable Slider. And the answer is yes, you can, with a lot of fiddling around, but you can do it. I don't know if the slide and everything this text is meant to stay stationary, but that probably would require a different solution to do that, because unless we put that right out of the slider, but that would be really finicky. Right, the only thing I would say with this is let's try a transition of all 0.3 seconds ease. See if that makes it look just slightly less jumpy on the navigation. Not sure if that's better or worse. But at least you can see that you can do that. You don't have to have the transition if you don't want. And of course, the next thing you would need to look at would be how it would look on other sizes. And this is where it's going to get really fiddly, I think. I think we're going to have to play around quite a lot at each breakpoint with where the arrows are. So this one is, let's start it at 57%, and this one at 61%, and then let's just move these along until we're happy with the positioning. like that. Let's just copy that for the heck of it. As you can see, this probably will get rather finicky. In fact, we need to move over the pagination. That was at 38%. Let's say that's at 25%. As you can see, it's just a case of making it look the best it can, really. At each size. Like I say, not the best solution. I don't know if there's a way of grouping those with anything. So using just the Bricks Nestable Slider, I think this is the best solution we can do. And then again, obviously you would do that here. So let's say 10%, and then arrows. So I think that's done. Let's go back to the original size. I hope that helps somebody. I'm not sure it's the best way of doing this, but it does work. It's a bit finicky, but it does work. I hope you enjoyed this. If it's useful, if you could like and subscribe, it would really help my channel out. Other people can find it a bit easier if you do that. So thank you very much, and see you in the next video.